and welcome to Manc Pod. This is episode 3, which I can't believe actually. It's gone so quick.
It's gone so quick.
We really hope that you've been enjoying it so far. Obviously, if you haven't watched episode 1 and 2, you can catch us up on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
Spotify.
Oh, on Spotify, yeah.
Main one, Spotify. Yeah.
So what have you been up to this week?
Well, been on holiday, been Tenerife,
How
as
was
you know. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Love it.
Yeah.
Was it warm?
It was like 28 degrees.
Really?
Every single day. It was gorgeous.
I wouldn't expect it. I don't know why. I think Christmas, you just automatically think cold no matter where you go.
I know. And the weirdest thing was that we'd be walking around and there'd be Christmas songs on everywhere. There was like light up sleighs and big baubles that you could stand in and have pictures. But
That's cute.
Yeah, but it was boiling hot. Yeah, boiling hot.
Really?
Yeah, we went in June and it was probably hotter now than it was in June.
That's mental.
I know. I think that is just an anomaly.
Anomaly.
It was absolutely gorgeous and it was buzzing. It was really buzzing.
I don't know why, but I just wouldn't think about going away at Christmas.
I know.
But I think it's such a win. I feel like you definitely like...
Yeah, I mean, I feel good. And do you know what? Tenerife is never really somewhere that I fancied.
I love Tenerife.
Have you been?
It's cheap and cheerful.
Yeah, you went with on a hen do, didn't you?
No. I went on a birthday.
Birthday.
Oh my God, that was a really
Was it wild?
Birthday. Oh my God, it was
Where did you go?
Good.
What did you do?
So we went, I don't know where in Tenerife because I didn't book any of it.
Yeah.
So basically it was my friend's 30th birthday and we decided, let's go Tenerife, go somewhere hot. And it was February and there wasn't actually much in season in February because everywhere's still cold.
Was it quiet?
It was actually. It was quite quiet, yeah. And it wasn't warm and it wasn't cold. It was sort of like that in between.
Okay.
But we went. It was an all-inclusive 5 days.
Gorgeous.
Just a really nice, simple apartment, and we went out. We'd been out all day. Came back. Oh,
what did you do in the day? Oh no, yeah. Go on, tell me.
So we went out all day. We were shopping, obviously going for food, all that stuff, sightseeing, on a boat, all that jazz.
Yeah.
And we came back and we had a few drinks in the bar and the bar closed at like 11 and we'll turn it in.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we meet this group next to us of guys.
Of course.
They're staying at the hotel. My friend loved whatever, one of them was wearing a band t-shirt. So one of them was automatically caught my friend's eye. So we just thought we'd say hi, introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
And we went back out. So we were literally ready to turn it in for the night because obviously we're boring sods and we didn't think anything of it, and we ended up in an Irish karaoke bar which was brilliant. Singing at the top of my lungs at 4 a.m.
Of course.
Oh, it was insane.
You on karaoke is just
it's like a screaming cat, but we move. I mean, me after a few drinks, I think I'm Beyonce.
You do? You are Beyonce.
I am Beyonce.
Yeah.
So I just don't have the vocals, unfortunately, for me. So, but I'd have to listen to it.
Exactly.
I'm just having a great time. But yeah, so we had a good time there, and then we came home, and obviously everyone's absolutely rat-assed, like completely rat-assed. We were wandering around trying to find the apartment. Anyway, next minute, everyone's in the pool.
Are you allowed to do that?
It was the shallow pool. So one of the girls nosedived into the shallow end of the pool.
Oh my God.
What happened? She basically shredded her nose.
No.
She cut her lip, split her lip, and she knocked her front teeth out.
No, that is actually my biggest fear.
Honestly,
that is my biggest fear.
But in like medical. So both of us, and I'm first aid trained, jumped literally.
Oh my God.
Never moved so quick in my life. I was absolutely fucking legless. And I jumped out the pool. I've never moved so quick. Grabbed all the towels. Bless her, she did have a bruise for me grabbing her out the pool, but I was like, she came up.
Oh my God.
And it just went boom.
Did she know? Was she aware of what happened?
No, it hurt.
Yeah.
And she knew she scratched. She felt like it scratched her whole face.
Oh my God, I can't cope.
This is the first night. This is the first night we just got there.
Did you go to hospital?
No, so she came out, dragged her out the pool. I thought we're gonna take her to the toilet and to one side. So we went to the toilet. I'm like, we're ploughing her with towels to try and hold the bleed in. Like, obviously, not like trying not to get to head, because obviously instinctively you want to head, but your back, you're not supposed to. So yeah, so she was like literally like this. It was like a massacre had happened in the apartment. There was blood everywhere.
Oh my God.
And bless her, I felt so bad for her. I felt terrible. But yeah, and then obviously safe to say the night attended, we weren't sure what to do. We wanted to go take her to hospital, but she didn't want the force. She ended up with a split lip, obviously, and a really sore face for like
Oh,
a
God.
good few days
Oh,
afterwards.
my God.
So no sunbathing for her.
Did she just stay in the apartment?
She stayed in the apartment for about a day and a half. My heart went out to her, but a few days afterwards we went to the water park. So it wasn't exactly the best place to go.
Oh, my God.
So but yeah, no, she still made the most of the holiday and stuff, but oh my God,
Fair
yeah,
play. Fair play.
Holidays
No.
and accidents.
No.
Oh my goodness. Thank God we were first aid
Oh my
trained.
God, literally, when me and Jamie went to Portugal for our honeymoon, mini-moon, so yet to go on a honeymoon.
Still waiting, honey.
Yeah.
Tick, tick, tock.
We hired a moped.
Yeah.
Whizzing around, having a lovely time.
Yeah.
I'm on the back, Jamie's on the front. Next thing, I'm like, there's a wall in front of us. It was our hotel wall. And I was like, there's a wall, you need to brake, Did he brake? No, he accelerated by accident. We go flying into the hotel wall, fall off the motorbike thing. I'm there, obviously being me going, I broke my leg. And this motorbike's on top of me. Jamie's got off. Then people come running out of the hotel and be like, oh my God. So they lift the motorbike off me. I'm like, I broke my leg. I hadn't. I think I'd maybe bruised it. But at the time, it felt like...
so sore.
Well, I think it was just that shock of like plowing into a wall, then falling off the bike. And then the embarrassment, I think, of just having people be like, oh my God.
Everyone crowding round.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, and because obviously I'd made a fuss by that point, I couldn't just be like, sorry guys, actually I'm fine, and stand up and walk off. I had to get up and hobble off.
Well, how was the bike as well?
Oh, fucked. It cost us hundreds and hundreds of pounds.
Did it actually?
Yeah, hundreds of pounds.
Oh my God.
So all that lovely money we got for the wedding off our gorgeous guests basically went on insurance for a moped.
Oh my
God. Nightmare. But this holiday we had no accidents because I refused to. Literally, we hired a pedalo, just for an hour.
Oh yeah.
Out to
Love
sea.
a pedalo.
Oh, it was lovely, yeah. And it had a slide on it.
Yeah.
Would I go on the slide? No.
Why?
Too scared.
Oh yeah, fair.
Yeah, scared.
I'm scared of the sea.
Oh yeah, I mean, I love the sea because obviously when I grew up I wanted to be a mermaid.
Yeah, who doesn't?
But there's just something about it. Like, I love being on the sea and around the sea. But then when I go in the sea, especially if I can't see my feet, I'm thinking, shark.
Panic.
Shark is coming for me because, like, I'm juicy. You know what I mean? Like,
they want a bite.
They want a bite
of that apple.
They want some of that steak because they're looking at me going, that is some juicy steak.
That is a juicy steak.
I am coming for that. And I'm going to have it. And it just panics me. So then I've got to breathe and be like, there's no sharks. But I like it when there's lots of people around me. And I always
feel a bit safer.
Yeah, and I like it when
they're not going to choose me out of all these people.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly.
But actually, I genuinely think, like, I went on a snorkeling thing when I went to Egypt. I love Egypt. I think it's such a good holiday. I mean, maybe, I don't know whether it is now.
Yeah.
But it was, like, I went all the time with the family and with friends on girls' holidays.
Yeah.
And it has a mix of everything. So if you want to sunbathe, if you want to party, if you want to go shopping, it's got it all.
Yeah.
So we went on a little a boat and then went out to sea and you could jump off. And I scratched all my leg and all my feet in the coral reef.
Oh, really?
Have you ever scraped it on coral reef?
No.
It's so sharp.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't.
And I was like, oh, that stung. Didn't really think anything of it. Climbed out onto the boat. My leg was like bleeding.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh, I didn't think it was that bad because I didn't obviously the scale of pain vs what came out of my leg was not the same. But then obviously the man on the boat, I mean, he obviously wasn't insured, was like, oh no. And like, he's like pulling out a first aid kit.
Oh my God.
It's like unraveling bandages. And I'm like, what the hell's happening? And he's like bandaging my leg up. And all I kept thinking was about the tan lines.
Yeah. Oh,
and about sharks.
Yeah.
But mostly about the tan lines.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah. I mean, my head defo would have gone to sharks, but tan lines is also really important.
Especially like blood. It's like.
Yeah, that's what you see
a little whiff of blood. And
you literally see it on Finding Nemo. They've got it.
Yeah, literally.
I'm sure it's Bruce. He smells some.
Yeah. Fish are friends, not food.
Exactly.
We're that fish, baby.
Yeah,
juicy fish. Tell you what, I wouldn't have to feed for a week though.
That's true.
You'd get your month. You could hibernate.
Bum.
Just with one leg.
Yeah. Choked to death.
But yeah, so do
you know what it is for me with Egypt? I've never been, but it was probably quite similar to Tenerife and Turkey. It's the men.
honest, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm like a mother hen on holiday.
Yeah.
I really am a mother hen on holiday, and I just, whatever it is, I could be drunk or sober, it doesn't really matter. I have the best resting bitch face. Resting. I have the best resting bitch face.
You do. You have a good one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mess with you.
And I know I have like and my other half takes an absolute
Yeah.
mick out of me because he says, you walk like you're 10 men. Who do you think you
Yeah.
are? But I do, because like you're literally like, do not come for me because I will eat you up and spit you out.
Yeah.
And I think you've got to
That's
on
why
holiday.
we're still friends.
And especially you're wrestling you. But yeah, like when we went to go shopping, I'd stand in the doorway and be like, honey, you ain't locking us in to buy something.
And this is what...
Because they lock you in.
Yeah. Like, what did we hear on holiday? Someone was telling us a story that, they were on a camel and they were like, oh, take a picture on the camel.
Yeah.
Put him on the camel.
Yeah.
And then they were like, okay, come off. And they said, you need to pay us money for that.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, we took the picture on our phones.
Yeah.
Like, no. And they wouldn't get him off the camel until they paid him money. And then, you know, like your trip person...
Yeah.
They were like, you're going to have to pay because
you will.
Like this could end badly. Yeah, this could end really badly.
Like start swarming.
Yeah. And I think it's just that. I think, God, like I say in Tenerife.
I think if you're used to it though.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like it's cheap, it's cheerful, it's guaranteed weather.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah.
And especially like for the all-inclusive, it was an absolute steal.
Yeah.
But I think obviously, like you say, if there's other locations like Tenerife.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, like they have loads of like snide bags, sunglasses and stuff, so actually it's great if you want like a little cheeky thing. And the shopping is amazing out there, but I think it's just at first you can't, you know, sunglasses, you know, like do you know what they've started doing? They've started using British accents, which I found hilarious. So you'd hear someone go, how much? And it was them, but because it was like an accent, how much? Because you recognise it, you turn around and then they're there with like bags in your face or whatever. I thought it was dead funny. They've obviously clocked on to what gets people to turn around.
As the price, cheapest chips, they use all those. When we were on holiday, we actually, I got called the spicy chicken and my friends got called the white chickens because I was the darkest out of all of us. I am spicy.
You are.
But not for you. I'm the wrong flavour.
And not chicken.
No, thank you. And also it made me feel a bit like a chicken.
A bit like meat.
Being plucked.
Yeah. I mean, I would prefer to be the spicy chicken. I was a chicken nugget whilst I was on holiday, like I say. Yeah, chicken nugget. Even when I was with Jamie, they didn't mind. They just called me chicken nugget. But yeah, anyway, these guys are everywhere in Tenerife. And like I say, it is fine. Lucky men. It is fine.
Watches.
Yeah, watches.
Like, Rolex.
€10.
Yeah, literally €10. You're like,
yeah, legit.
Cheeky.
But they, at first, you kind of go, oh, no, thank you. Like, oh, thanks, but no.
Yeah.
And then...
By the end, you just ignore
By the end, you just don't give eye contact.
No.
I mean, I feel like when you're on holiday, there's so much going on all the time.
There is.
Like, so much happens, especially in places like that when it's busy, like Tenerife in December. If you want a good vibe, go. Like, I don't know what it's like. I mean, I guess we did go in June, but we went somewhere else. But there's so much going on. I don't know if you went to this place, the Dubliner. It was a big Irish bar on the like main strip, but it was so good. It was so good. But anyway, there's always so much going on, and that's kind of what I loved about it. And it was so clean. But one thing that really got to me was men on the beach wearing Speedos.
Do you not like Speedos?
No, it gives me the ick.
Or do you smugglers?
Yeah, like it's not for me. Like if I was swiping left and right, and I saw
an ick
or a click,
it would be an ick.
It would be an ick. It would absolutely.
It depends if he comes over and he starts blocking the sun with his package. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, but generally they don't really have a package.
No,
and it's just like.
It depends if they think, because I think sometimes some people on the beach think that they're on Baywatch.
Oh my God.
They're like running across the beach, and I'm just like, just sit down, mate.
Oh,
get your towel out and just sunbathe.
I know. Just have a nice time.
Yeah, go slow.
I mean, I get it. Maybe they wear the Speedos for tan lines. Maybe that's why. Yeah.
It tends to be like the European men.
It's always European men. Yeah, if you saw a Brit in Speedos, if you've got a partner that wears Speedos, please send us a pic.
Do you always send us a pic? We do not want to. We just want to vote if you think it's an ick or a click. I think it is an absolute ick.
It's an ick.
It's an ick. Such an ick.
Yeah, if you like it,
Yeah.
please tell us. It's not just men though, like women. There was one woman
with the whappers out.
Oh my God, yeah.
A naked beach.
Yeah, but to be fair, I'm perving.
That's very 90s though.
It is.
Like back in the day in the 90s when your grandma used to whisk a bikini top off when you're on holiday. And you just like, didn't think anything of it. Whereas now I'd be like, oh no.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair though, when there was a woman and we were walking, and I saw these boobs and they'd obviously been done because they were like right there. They were right there. Like there was no movement. You know, like,
solid.
You know, a normal person's might just.
Like basketballs.
Yeah, they were. But they were so good. And I was just like, oh my God. And I was like, Jamie. And I'm not asking him to look. It's just, I can't help it. I can't help it. But if that was a man, you'd be like.
Do you think that they want you to look though?
I don't know. I don't know. Really? Yeah. I don't know. I didn't get that vibe from her. Yeah. But yeah, budgie smugglers are an ick for me. But there was also a woman. And again, it's generally European, I think. But we were watching the sunset and she was there. Giving it all this. For those who can't see, I'm doing a lot of emotive movement. But she was really like giving it some.
Like a hippie-esque, like giving
it
but
it was maybe her mum or a friend who was snapping away. They were doing it for the whole sunset. It was a good 45 minutes. She was, and I thought, fair
influencer.
Play. Maybe.
For anyone watching this or listening, definitely follow influencers in the wild.
Oh, are they good?
Because it's on Instagram and it's so funny.
Okay.
I think that like, that is such a peak Instagram person to follow because you see some people do some crazy things.
Okay.
Like a woman literally stopped in the middle of like, I think it was like Japan or somewhere, ran in the middle of traffic, did a circle of petrol around her and set it alight and started dancing in it.
How's she going to get out? Well, I guess it would
That is the question, but she wasn't thinking of health and safety when she was doing it in the middle of the motorway, was she? She was thinking about the Instagram hits and the follows.
I mean, I hope she got some hits and follows for that.
Bloody hell.
Life.
Risk assess it.
Yes.
Risk assess it. Bloody hell.
You could tell you're a PM.
Someone get a fire extinguisher out, hon. Blast her away with it.
You know what, though? Maybe that's what we need to do to get
fire
more followers,
people?
a few more likes. Maybe we need to get ourselves in M60 and
M62. So,
I mean,
burn, baby, burn.
I can guarantee that would sort us out.
Yeah, probably.
Honest to God, we'd have everyone.
Whilst risking our lives.
Also being on the news and losing our full-time job.
Possibly being arrested. If you see Liv and Grace, cuffed, that's why. Because we've set fire to the motorway.
Oh my God, I love it. But yeah, so anyway, Tenerife was great. Yeah. Budgie smugglers give me the ick. I feel like you've got a good story that you've not told me yet.
I know, I've been dying to tell you. So yeah, I went to Dublin. And I went to Dublin.
Hashtag story time.
Hashtag story time, yeah. So basically I went to Dublin with a friend of mine, like a very good friend. And we basically just decided to go away for a few days. We wanted somewhere that was a city break. And Dublin's always been on my wish list.
Yeah.
So we
went.
Spenny though. Very, very spenny. But we hadn't been away for ages. So I just thought, let's do it. And so we got there. We didn't really have an itinerary. We just sort of went with the flow, went with recommendations. And so the first thing was to book a Dublin. There's like a prison.
Oh, right.
It's like a derelict prison.
Right.
That's
that
run
kind
down.
of trip. Right.
Yeah. So no. So we thought, oh, let's do something cultural and then we can get pissed.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Kind of gets all the cultural stuff not out the way, but you can say you've done it.
I felt like being cultural in Dublin is getting pissed.
I thought it was also.
But apparently there's
more to do. Right, yeah. Okay. So we went to this prison. Well, we were going to go to the prison. We bought tickets. They were like £8. It was literally nothing.
Okay.
Tried to get a taxi. Ubers didn't come for us. Kept trying. No luck. So then we missed it. So then we walked into town and got pissed anyway. That's what you get for being cultural. And then once
so funny.
Oh my God. And then we went into the city centre. We walked about 20 minutes into town. And it's such a good vibe. You've got, in each bar, I don't know if anyone's been, but in each bar, you've got like people playing the drums, the guitars, the bongos and all that stuff. Like, honestly, it was so lovely and loads of Irish music. But we got so drunk that we left one bar, went into another, and then we completely lost where we were and came back on ourselves and weaved back through the exact same pubs that we'd just been in.
Did you know?
No.
Oh, right.
And by the time I went through 3 bars, came back on ourselves to the very first bar, and I was like, I feel like we've been in here before.
And you basically gone to 3 bars.
We spent literally most of our night weaving in and out of these bars, Irish dancing, singing, and getting absolutely trolleyed because we were so drunk.
Oh my God.
I had no idea that we'd been to the same places twice.
I love that.
Oh, I couldn't get my jeans off. I was that drunk.
Oh my God.
They got trapped.
What do you mean?
So I had Converse on, and if anyone knows about Converse, they're like straight jackets.
Yeah, once you're in.
Once you're in, you are strapped in.
Yeah.
And I got so drunk that I went to the toilet, pulled my pants down, fell off the toilet.
Yeah.
Got back in, tried to get into bed, couldn't take my shoes off. So my jeans were just around my ankles. But by that point, my mate was like, I'm off to bed. You can
sort that out.
You can sleep like that for now. Literally, I was like, my bare ass full mooning everyone.
Oh.
But it was fine.
I feel like you've had your ass out a few times on girls' holidays.
I know, I do get naked quite a lot when I'm drunk.
Hey.
And then, who doesn't?
Yeah.
I'm like a baby. I'm like, woo!
Same. I will sleep naked anywhere.
Yes.
But then if I'm with a friend, they get it.
Pajamas.
Same. I'm snuggling up to that nice fleecy person that's next to me in their full pajamas.
Yeah.
Am I wearing pajamas? No.
No. I overheat though. I get really warm. I am like a very warm person naturally.
I am.
And then the next day we went for a coffee and we thought, we'll get a little biscuit. They gave us one minstrel.
What?
They gave us a coffee and a minstrel that big.
But did you ask for a biscuit?
No.
Oh, right. So why did you think you were going to get a biscuit? Just because...
But why have you give us one minstrel? You've got to burst open a packet. Why not give us the whole packet?
Or even like a handful, yeah?
Don't bother. Honestly, it was the same size as a Smartie.
What are you meant to do with that? Just
exactly.
Was it definitely minstrel? It wasn't like a coffee
No, it wasn't
bean
minstrel because I sniffed it and then I ate it. I mean, God knows where that came from. But I was so hungover.
Did you both have a minstrel?
We did. We both had a minstrel and we still had it. We have a picture of it. Every time we look at it, it makes us laugh because we're like, what is that about?
Well, I wonder whether that's like a Dublin thing. Don't know.
I don't know. I didn't ask, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, if we have any Irish listeners that know whether getting a minstrel with a coffee is a thing.
You tell me why you would give someone one minstrel and not 5 because I want to know. That's a serious question.
Definitely. Maybe it's because they know if I have one minstrel, I want the bag. So maybe they'll think you'll go up and be like, can I have the rest of him? And then they can go, yeah, €5. Maybe that's why.
That actually reminds me. So my friend who I went with to Dublin, the last story was so I said to her, what was your favourite holiday? Because I was like trying to reminisce on like holidays like we are now.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, we went to Vegas, I went to the Grand Canyon, and for whatever reason, you can helicopter ride down there, you can walk around there, you can get like off-roading trucks down there. Yeah. No, she wanted to get a donkey.
Where?
A donkey in Vegas.
Right.
In the Grand Canyon.
Why? That's so strange.
I don't know. But anyway, so I said to her, what made you choose that option out of all the other options? And basically, the man, when he was briefing her, he was safety briefing her, he basically says that he lets off many donkeys in one go. And whichever ones come back are safe.
What?
Because sometimes they just walk off the cliff because donkeys have got no brain cells.
Oh my God, stop.
They actually do.
And she wanted to ride a donkey?
Yeah. So she was risking it. She had to sign a disclaimer, signing a life away to say that if a donkey walks off a cliff, she could die. It's not her. Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
Is she okay?
Choose a different way. Choose a different mode of transport.
I feel like that is, you're not going to get all the scenery.
How can you relax?
Yeah. Like,
how can you relax?
When you go there, you want to take it in, don't you? Are you taking it in on a donkey?
No, I don't think.
No, you're not.
I don't think so. I'd be stressed out.
Did she have a lovely time?
She had a great time.
Stressed.
But I was like, why did you then proceed to then get on the back of the donkey after we told you that they walk off a cliff and they don't come back? The ones that come back are the ones that are clever enough to go again.
Well, I assume that the donkey that he had was one of the safe ones.
Well, yeah, but also, how mean?
But also, what if on that day it forgot about his brain?
Maybe it left it at home.
Yeah.
And was like, do you know what? Today's the day.
I'm doing it.
I'm going flying.
Also, how old is this donkey? Because if it's at the end of its life, maybe it's going, this is a good way to go. She's quite fit.
Yeah.
We're going together.
We'll go together.
I'm taking her with me.
Bury us together forever.
When I was younger, we went on donkeys at Blackpool My mum popped
That's
us
cute.
on. Yeah,
I've
but
never
I
done a
cried
donkey.
the whole time because I was
God.
scared because my donkey started walking into the sea. And I was crying and crying. Obviously, now as a grown up, I think, why didn't I just get off? But as a child, obviously, you put on something, you're told, stay there and enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
I'm just crying my
Also,
eyes
where's
out.
the person that's leading them?
No, they just let you go.
Oh.
Yeah, they just let us go because maybe we were old enough. I don't know, maybe we were like 8 or something.
Yeah.
Old enough to like have a, a solo.
Independence.
Yeah, independent donkey ride. It's not for me though. Like I'm not really a mad animal person. So I was doing it because, FOMO even at that age and my sister was doing it. So I had to do it. Off we go on this donkey. Mine goes that way into the sea. Hers has a nice little totter off. Cried and cried and cried and cried.
Oh my
Horrible.
God.
Never been on a donkey since. I mean, now I'd squash one. I'd sit on it and its belly would be on the floor.
It's not big enough to hold me. I can't even get on a camel, to be honest.
I'd be terrified of a camel. Yeah.
Because they spit. That.
Ew.
It's the jaw. It's like the swinging jaw.
Oh, no. I mean, like, I love the idea of horse riding, but I'd be terrified up there because the thing is, it must be a control thing for both of us.
Yeah.
But for me, even if you've told me this is a well-behaved horse, I'm like, but what if today it's not? Again, it's like goes back to the shark thing.
Yeah.
Like, what if that shark
That
wants a bit of meat today?
Well, that's the same with my dog. Like, my dog, literally, sometimes is an absolute angel. Other times, an absolute demon. And you just don't want to know what you're going to get.
Exactly. So I'm not trusting something that's triple the size, triple the weight of me, that could squash me, kick me, eat me. No, don't want it. Keep me on dry land, with my feet on the floor, happy days.
You'd be shit with being a mermaid.
I know, but maybe I'd be like Ariel once she's got legs. So just a normal human.
A bit like Tumbly.
Oh, yeah.
She's not really stable, is she?
Well, she's not, but she gets there, doesn't she?
Or any evil stable.
Yeah.
To be honest. I know I'm not.
But I like to maybe just sit with the fish. Like we're meant to be getting a goldfish. Have we got a goldfish yet? No.
Why are you getting a goldfish?
Because I want a fish.
That's the most random thing I've ever heard
Well, we
of.
were going to get one last week, but obviously we were going away then, and I don't think they can
Not
live.
a good time.
Yeah,
No,
so,
they can't.
So, asking our neighbour, can you pop in and feed the fish? It felt like we were doing the fish a disservice by going away straight away.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll get a fish over the next few weeks. I would like an axolotl, but you've got to feed them bugs, I think.
What's an axolotl?
Oh my God, Google it. Google it.
So are you going to get a big tank or a small one?
No, I just want like a bowl.
Oh, a little bowl?
Yeah, a bowl with a goldfish.
Oh my God, it reminds me of Finding Nemo where that woman's like tapping the thing and she's like, hello.
With the braces.
Yes.
On, yeah.
That'd literally be me.
I know. It'd be me just sat there all day. Me and Rosie. Watching the fish.
You can't take pictures of him with a flash though because it might die.
Oh, okay.
So my auntie killed my goldfish once.
Oh.
We called it Bob. We won it at a fun fair. Well, we rescued him at a fun fair.
Yeah, rescue.
And my friend, not my friend, my auntie took a picture of him with a flash on and he died the next day.
That is mad. We killed our guinea pig when we were young.
How?
Because we gave it a bath and then we hair dried it. And we think it died overnight over shock of being hair dried dry. I know. It's really, really bad. We've not had one since. Don't want to risk murdering another guinea pig.
When you were just trying to give it a spa day.
Yeah, me and Katie, my twin sister, like we got this guinea pig. We loved it.
Cucumbers in a hair salad. Have you seen those guinea pigs?
On the meat. But yeah, we just literally plopped him in the bath, gave him a nice bath, got him out, got the hairdryer out. Bzz, next morning, dead. So we think we blow dried him to death.
They do. Like sometimes they're just so sensitive.
I know. I don't think
you don't know when you're a kid.
I don't think guinea pigs are meant to have a spa day.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the word pig probably says it all. You're not going to take bloody babe to the spa, are you?
I don't know. You take me.
But yeah, note to you all: don't blow dry your guinea pigs and don't take pictures of your fish.
Speaking of spa days,
go on.
The Head Spa.
Oh, we need to go.
There's a place called the Head Spa in town, which looks divine. I don't know if anyone's heard of it, and it is it looks a dream on Instagram.
It does.
And they literally like rub oils in your hair. They moisturize it. They moisturize your neck, your shoulders, and they like take it all the way up. And honestly, I'm like, ugh.
I know. Then there's this like headband thing that sprays water on your head. So I imagine like it's warm water, and I feel like
this is how goddesses get their hair washed.
Yeah, like I feel like every woman would want this. Like just that. I mean, probably men would like it too, but like as a woman, I know I have felt stress over the last few weeks, and to have someone just rub my head Just to
so
shampoo
therapeutic.
it.
I feel
Oh.
like people messing with your hair is quite therapeutic.
It is so
though.
therapeutic.
I love it.
But I love just being touched in general, like stroked.
stroked.
Oh,
I love a stroke.
I love a stroke.
I love a
so
stroke,
nice.
and like when I was little, I don't know if you had like a blanket or a teddy.
A dummy.
Did you have a dummy?
On my cheeks. 2 dummies on my cheeks.
Did you?
Yeah, and I'd rub my cheeks all the time. And I'd also fall asleep with food in my mouth, like a hamster, like this. And then I'd wake up and carry on eating it, finish it. I was destined to
Still do
always
that now
be.
when I'm drunk.
And I was destined to
Eating chicken
always
nuggets
be
in the bed when I'm like drunk. Wake up the next day and I'm like,
yeah,
nice.
finish that.
I've never rubbed dummies on my cheek. I've rubbed a blanket, like a corn, like a tag.
No.
Like some people play with tags. I played with a tag.
Oh, interesting. I
find
don't
it quite-
actually like the feeling of skin.
Do you not?
No. So like if Jamie's like, oh babe, I've never had a massage. I'm like, you have, but okay, I'll give you one. And I get the moisture.
Not
I'm
that
like,
kind of massage.
No, obviously. But like it goes through me. I'm like, oh, they're just the feel of like it's the
Rubbing.
repetitiveness of the skin of the touch. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like it's
Like the grinding of it.
oh
almost.
yeah, no, it's not for me. However, if you want to do that to me, you can do it
feel
for
like
hours.
I do. So when my sister
Yeah.
was little, she was so cute. She literally used to give us her arms and legs, and she'd be like, "Tickle me," and she'd just tickle her, and she'd fall to sleep while she tickled
that'd
her.
be me. My dad would
all
do
the
it to me
time.
all
It's
the
so
time.
cute.
Yeah, it was so nice. It just, Dad, please.
I
can
struggle
you...
to sleep.
Oh,
That's probably
yeah.
why I need to get fun back on it.
Yeah, you do. Fun, come on.
Chop chop, earn your
chop.
keep, honey.
Earn your keep. I feel like there's a lot of like stress in the world, and there's a lot of like dark days, and there's a lot of like things going on in people's lives. So I feel like we need to maybe make it a bit of a thing on this podcast to just end with a happy story.
Positive.
Yeah, just positive. Just something that's happened this week, or just in your life, my life, in one of our listeners' lives that's just really, really happy, and it'll just hopefully leave everyone going, oh, I feel really
Feel
nice.
good.
Feel really happy. So we'll try and like rush through this quite quickly because we've been talking for ages.
Yeah.
But one of our friends a few weeks ago lives in Preston and was going to work, and she found this dog, and it had no lead, it had no collar, it had nothing. And so she was like, what do we do with this dog? So she took it home or took it to work or something, rang is it the RSPCA?
Hey,
RSPCA.
CC's children.
Oh, right. God. She didn't call that. She called the RSPCA, and they said like, oh, we've got this dog. Anyway, they took the dog, and they were like, oh, okay, well, we don't think it's got an owner. And apparently what people have been doing is breeding dogs and then just letting them off in like green areas and hoping that someone will find them.
Oh my
and it's so bad. It's so bad.
That's so sad.
Yeah, because apparently like it happened a few weeks ago as well. I mean, I guess fortunately they're putting them in like green areas where there's people in the hope.
Yeah.
Which is much better than just dumping them in the middle of nowhere.
It tends to be other dog owners.
Yeah.
So then obviously straight away you either take it in or you
yeah,
take it to the
exactly.
vets
And
or
being
whatever.
in the city centre as well, there's going to be lots of people around. So, I mean, they're doing a terrible thing, but I suppose they've got every hope of being found quite quickly and being taken.
Take it straight there.
Oh, I know, terrible. Anyway, so our girlfriend popped in one of our group chats.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we found this dog, girls. Like, look, it's so cute. We've taken it. Anyway, obviously, all the girls, we love dogs. So everyone was so invested.
We've all
weren't they?
got dogs. So it's really hard. And especially because we've got friends that are constantly rescuing things. Which So there's always a dog on the loose somewhere.
Or a child.
Yeah.
No kidding. No children.
But yeah, so it is a nice group that I was like, oh my God, like I'd take it in if I could.
Yeah.
We just couldn't.
No, we couldn't. However, one of our girlfriends, she already has one of those dogs. What type of dog is it? It's not like a whippet. It's something like
It's a cross between a whippet and a greyhound.
Okay, a whippet hound.
Yeah.
Maybe it's called that. Anyway, so this whippet hound.
I think. I'm really sorry if it's not, but I think it is.
Yeah. We'll call it that for now. So this whippet hound was taken to like this RSPCA and was kept there, and then I think got moved to like a foster home. Anyway, one of our friends were calling round all the pet places in Preston for this dog because we didn't know where it was. Once it was taken, we didn't know where it was. Anyway, she found out the pet shop that had it, the vet that had it, and phoned them and said, like, I want to take the dog, like, let me have it. And they said, I'm sorry, but we can't because you're outside of Lancashire. We can only rehome within the Lancashire boundary.
It's so stupid, that rule, because like you're just cutting off a really good home for a dog.
Yeah. Anyway,
It makes sense.
yeah.
But it's also
Yeah,
annoying.
fine, whatever. Anyway, she was like, no, I'm not having this. So she rang and rang and rang and rang. And she was like, listen, I've already got one. She was like, I've got a really good home. Please, please, please. Like, I need this dog. I need this dog. So they're like, no, no, no. Anyway, she finally got through to someone who said, fine, we'll come and do a home visit. Like, we wouldn't normally do this.
Yeah.
You're outside of the Lancashire like, area. But we'll come and do a home visit. Anyway, yesterday, they went round with the dog, did the home visit, and the dog now has a new home with our friend.
Oh, that's really
Which is
cute.
the most
That is
gorgeous
cute.
news. So it is really happy and great news. And now this dog that was just abandoned has a gorgeous new home, has a new little brother, and it's just amazing. So
Like, he's really settled in, hasn't he?
Really
and like, he's
settled
sending
in.
us updates, and he's so cute.
It's so
and
nice.
I feel like, because she already had the dog, they're getting on really well.
Yeah.
So I just think that's like a really nice ending to a story, because
I think
think she was chasing for weeks and weeks and weeks.
and we all lost hope, really, didn't we? We were all kind of like, oh, okay,
It's been a
not going
month.
to happen. Yeah. Yeah.
But now, like, obviously, it's run up to Christmas. I mean, she was going to get one anyway, so it's really nice that she's ended up rescuing one.
And it's just so nice that it's all come about because of the girl group that we've got, you know, like someone put in there, and then it's like it's just meant to be, and it's so nice, and it's really, really happy. So I want to do one of these every single week. So if you've got anything that's happened to you this week that's just really happy, I don't know whether it's something like that, or whether you found out you're pregnant, or whether you've
just any news,
anything, any good news, you've got a good job, positive. You've made a really good meal. Yeah, please write in, let us know, because we'd love to end the podcast like this every week and hopefully just warm those little hearts a bit, maybe on a Monday morning when you're listening or whenever you're listening. But yes, thank you so much.
If you haven't watched episode 1 and 2, again, you can catch us on Manc Pod. You can search on YouTube, Spotify, TikTok and Instagram.
Yes, all the platforms.
Thanks for joining us.
Love you.
See you next week.